Woo, boy. Big boy fella him sitting here. Looney Booney just went upstairs. Looney Booney. Y'all know if you go back a year ago when I came to the Pings, I don't even think it was a year ago. I think it was around May last year. I came here to the Pings. It was like my third trip. Hell, it might have been my fourth trip. If that was the case, then it would have been like June or July. I came here to buy a house, but that deal fell through. So I bought another house here in the Philippines. Anyway, so we talking like, I believe, June or July, when Bunny Yunny, Honey Bun, now Honey Bun has been changed to Bunny Yunny. Bunny Yunny. B-U-N-N-Y, Y-U-N-N-Y. Bunny Yunny. Anyway, shit, what the hell I'm talking about? I'm sitting here, I got here in the Pings about 12 hours ago. I landed, as a matter of fact, I landed at 6:30 a.m., which would have been like 16 hours ago. There was confusion. There was a bit of confusion at the airport, so I actually waited at the airport for like an hour and a half, because according to Bunny Yunny, now I don't know, but according to Bunny Yunny, the airplane landed at the wrong airport. Now in the Philippines, Manila, from my understanding, now I'm not an expert in this stuff, but from my understanding, there's 3 different airports. They all right there together. They all use the same runway. But there's 3 different entities, 3 different airports. And I came in on an international flight, which meant I should have landed at airport number 1. But according to Bunny Yunny, I landed at airport number 2, so Bunny Yunny was waiting on me at airport number 2. But goddamn it, I got it wrong. Bunny Yunny was waiting on me at airport number 1. But I landed at airport number 2, so that's the confusion right there. So it took a little while to figure this stuff out. Yeah, it took a little bit of time for me to get my baggage off the carousel. That took about 30 minutes. They have to unload the baggage off the airplane, drive them to the airport, and put them on the carousel. Like I said, there's 3 different airports here. I don't think there was a problem with that, but it was just that it took a while, because the plane I flew in here on, which was a Boeing 777 with the capacity of like 310 people, was pretty much maxed out, which means they was pretty much at capacity. It was full. The plane was full, in other words. Shout out to United Airlines. I did flew in here on United Airlines. I think they did a sensational job. Now you know I don't usually give American Airlines that much props, but they did a good job, because my flight was tight. I didn't have any long layovers. They kept us moving. When I got on the plane in San Francisco, California, from San Francisco, California, was 14 and a half hour flight, and I think I slept 8 of those 14 and a half hours. So, shit. Next thing I know, we had less than 5 hours to go. The plane was relatively in good shape. As it appeared to me. The services was A-OK. No problem there. Shout out to United Airlines. Now, if I continue flying across that Pacific Ocean, I think I'm just going to use United Airlines, as opposed to using these foreign airlines, because in the past I would use that's the 15-year-old, by the way, with some lemongrass, a lemongrass plant. Lemongrass plant.
Yes.
What you gonna do with it?
It's my project.
Science project.
Yes.
Lemongrass plant for a science project. I guess I drank to that. Some Filipino rum here. Oh, anyway. Yeah, if I'm gonna keep flying across this goddamn water, the Pacific Ocean, which is the biggest ocean in the world, I think I'll just use United Airlines, man, because it's a lot more convenience, as opposed to using these foreign airlines. Because in the past, I used Filipino Airlines, I used Air China, I used Cathay Pacific, and Turkish Airlines. I'm not doing that shit no more. I was able to get on a plane. I was able to go to the airport in El Paso, Texas, check my luggage all the way through. Gave them my luggage in El Paso, and I didn't see my luggage no more until I got to here, the Philippines. And that's what I'm talking about, because you don't want to be messing with that luggage, man. I'm telling you right now. That luggage heavy and shit, and you got to drag that shit across the airport. And them airports is long. And you got to walk them things, man. Like some airports, they got these conveyor belts, and you just get on the conveyor belt and they ride you across. And some of them, they got people, with little mobile carts and stuff. You can just get on the cart, give the guy $1.50, $2 tip, and you can ride. He'll ride you to your terminal. But I ain't seen none of that shit there. I left El Paso and went to Houston. And from Houston to San Francisco, shit, you get that shit will wear your ass out walking them airports, especially when you're my age. Shit. Especially you got luggage, like me, man. Like I said, United Airlines, they allow you to check your stuff in all the way through. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway, look at that goddamn. Look at Looney Booney. Looney Booney. Oh, I was telling y'all, like when I came here last May, I think it was I left in September. So it had to have been July, right? Only light I got is this television here, so, that's why. The only light I got on is the television light, so. Anyway, like I said, I came here. It must have been July or something when I got here. June or July. I came here to buy the house. That deal fell through. So I ended up buying this one. Anyway, I'm telling you, that dog was so goddamn small when I got here, like in May or June, whenever I came. You could pick that dog up in one hand like that. That dog must weigh about as much as a can of beer. Well, if you pick that joker up now, you're gonna have to use 2 hands and all of your back. That dog must weigh about 18, 20 pounds, at least 15. I would say, I don't know how much you weigh. Oh yeah, not as much as a 20-pound bag of rice, but you know, a 10-kilo bag of rice. Not that much, but that dog weighed at least 15 pounds. And the dog ain't a year old yet. Well, she might be a year old, barely a year old. I think when Bunny Yunny got her, she must have been about 8 weeks old. So if Bunny Yunny got this dog in May of last year, or April, then you gotta add 2 months. When I seen this dog for the first time, this dog was barely 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks. I used to pick her up, if you look at some of my videos from last year, with one hand like this, and take her outside and make videos. I used to call her little shit, remember? Not no more. Man. Anyway. I'm back here in the Philippines. What can you say? I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I want some of my people to come join me here in the Philippines. I'm not saying you gotta move here, none of that good shit. But hey, that ain't a bad idea. Is moving to the Philippines a bad idea? Yeah, it can be a bad idea. You probably don't want to do nothing like that. But in some situations, it's a relatively good idea. You know, you can always make it work. Now, I am here in Metro Manila. I believe if I had to do it again, I probably would choose different. I believe if I had to do it again, I probably would choose different. Maybe I would have choose like as opposed to Metro Manila, maybe some other place. Now remember, the Philippines consists of more than 10,000 islands. And that don't mean you got 10,000 options, because of these 10,000 islands. God damn it, come on, give me some light. Of these 10,000 islands, only, I believe about 2,000 of them are inhabited, which means people live on about 2,000 of these 10,000 islands here in the Philippines. So you will have some choices. Philippines consists of 77 provinces. That means like states. So you'll be able to choose between 77 states. Each state is different, okay, of course. But, hey, for convenience, you probably want to, there's a few places, you know, Manila primarily is number one. But it ain't the only place either, for convenience. You know, I will say, you know, weather conditions and stuff here is sometimes a factor, but that can be dealt with. So if you probably have to have a pretty good idea where you're setting up at, if you start set up here, because weather is an issue. But temperature year round is relatively like the day when I got here, it was like 89 degrees. Of course, that's pretty much what it is for the most part all year round. Right around 85, 90 degrees all year round. And if you had a little bit of money, right, you can really set yourself up pretty nicely. Really. This place here where I reside at, they got some really good gated communities. You know, like if you wanted to let's just say if you came here and you said, well, I just want to, you're not interested in buying and shit and you know all that dumb shit, right? You just say, I just want to find me a nice place to live with good security, of course. And, you know, relatively comfortable, have access to everything, because if you're in Metro Manila, you got access to everything. Don't let nobody fool you. And you could like rent an apartment or a condominium or something at a relatively affordable price. Maybe about $500 a month. If you want something really nice, you might be looking at like $500 a month. Something decent, really decent. Something really decent, about $500, $600 a month. Something really nice, you might be looking at $800 to $900 a month for a nice apartment. And, you know, really comfortable. All of the amenities, swimming pool, maid services and shit, security and all that stuff. Yeah, you might be looking at $800, $900 a month, which is pretty good compared to the United States. Because even in El Paso, Texas, $1,200 a month ain't gonna get you nothing. Just an apartment.
Yeah, for real.
The community may be gated and it might not be gated. I imagine most cases it probably will be somewhat gated. That's about it. Here you're getting everything. And if we're talking $800 a month, we're talking 3 bedrooms. Fully central air.
Okay.
And what they got here, right? You can live in a high rise, skyscraper. Some of these apartment buildings,
Well, what about,
you know,
the water still
could be as high as like
he cut the water. But he made that
22 stories. 22, 23 stories. You could live on like the 15th floor or something. Nah, me personally, I wouldn't go for no shit like that. But yeah, they got apartment complex. Like here in this town, 2 stories and 3 stories or something like that. Pretty much most of them like 2 stories. Much space. You know, parking. You know, they got, you know, like like a field where you can actually, like a park environment and all that kind of stuff you have access to. Swim pool, and club room and all that stuff now. We're talking $500, $600 a month. But if you really didn't want to spend that kind of money, there's a lot of stuff you can get here for like $300 a month. $250, $300 a month, man. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. And you will have access to everything you want. Hospitals and malls and shit. Supermarket, grocery stores and shit. And meat markets and stuff. And you won't miss a beat. And if you're in Metro Manila, you won't need a car. I got a car. I bought the car to help me, to make it more, you know, accessible to hunt for a house. But actually, once I find a house, I should have sold the car. Yeah. I still got it, so yeah. I guess I'll hold on to it. Goddamn, I got mine. Anyway, I guess I better shut this thing down. I'm already more than 20 minutes. Currently, right now, it's 10:37, 10:35 p.m. in the Penis. Thursday night. It's getting ready to turn Friday in about an hour and a half.
Okay.
So we're gonna post this right now.
Okay.
You'll get it Thursday, and
Okay. Okay.
in an hour and a half it'll turn Friday here in the Penis. I'm telling you, dude, visit this place. Visit this place. If you got a few $1,000s sitting around and you ain't got nothing to do with it, you know, it ain't gonna cost no few thousand. You can get a round trip ticket to the Philippines for $1,200 easy. You might, it depends if you actually do your homework and all that good shit, right? You can probably do it for round trip ticket for $1,000. That's like $500 each way. Come here to Metro Manila. Call Big Boy Fella. I set you up. We can put you in a hotel. I wish I could say you can camp out here, but this place ain't that big, to be honest with you. But you can, really. I got a tariff. You didn't mind sleeping on the tariff. I will say this much about this place, huh? And I've been here a while. The mosquitoes doesn't seem to be a factor here, not like it was like some other places. So mosquitoes ain't that factor. But nobody's saying anybody want to sleep on the tariff. The tariff, either the terrace is the balcony. Fully secure, I might add. I've been out there about an hour ago. Honeyburn Brothers up there now, he's sleeping on the terrace tonight. He come over. Sometime the 15-year-old, right? The 15-year-old, I believe she's in 11th grade. This is her last year of high school or something like that. I believe this is her last year of high school. She might be 16, to be honest with you. And next year she's going to college. She's going to a medical university to become a nurse. But anyway, some days she's in her final year in high school. She have to be at school at 5 a.m. some shit like that.
Like the regular.
I don't know how that shit works. I think she have to be to school like at 6 a.m. So she have to leave the house at 5. And when that happens, Honeybun Brother would come over here. Because he lived like 2 towns over. 2 towns over is like, we talking 10 minutes. 10 minutes on a bicycle. And if you ain't got a bicycle, you can just take public transportation. Might take 30 minutes on public transportation. But it won't cost you no more than like 75 cents. Well, he come over and sleep here. So he can escort her at 5 a.m. in the morning to the bus stop, which is like, you know, it ain't that. It's kind of like about a half a mile distance. If you was walking, it might take you like 3 or 4 minutes, something, 5 minutes, maybe 5, 6 minutes. To walk half a mile, probably, hell, I don't know, may take. To walk half a mile, because I used to walk half. When I was in shape and shit, like 30 years ago and shit, I was military and all that good shit. In pretty good shape. It would take about 20 minutes to walk a mile. So to walk a half mile might take 10 minutes or a little bit more. If you're not in that good a shape like I was 35 years ago, man, it'd probably take about 12 or 13 to walk a half mile. So he comes from 2 towns over, and he'll stay the night. And he will escort her to the bus stop, where she catch the bus at the public transportation to the school. He will escort her there at 5 a.m. in the morning. And then he'll walk back. I mean, the guy's in relatively good shape to be 52 years old. That's how they got it set up. He'll come and walk her to that transportation place. Public transportation. And he'll come back and he'll have coffee and Bunny Yonder will make him some breakfast, I imagine. And he'll get on his bike and he'll go back over there, two towns over where he lived. And I think he go to work because he got a job too. He's got a job too, okay. So he'll go to work probably about 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock. If you had to depend on me to do that shit, you'd be hurt. You don't want to, because like one thing about the Peens that's a little bit different than the good old USA. It gets dark in here a little bit earlier than it do in the USA. It get dark in the United States like in the summer and shit about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Here to get dark about 7 to 7:30. And in the morning, the sun don't break until about 6:30 or 7. In the US, it might break around 5:30 or 6. So it's good to have, but you don't want to put a 16-year-old out there without any kind of protection. You do got predators over here too. Make those think about it. You got your predators over here too. So to protect the 16-year-old from predators, you put her with an adult. And I'm not capable, okay? And if you put honey bun out there, that'll just be more fuel for the fire. Shit, yeah, man. Well, anyway, I digress. Boy, I'll give y'all some more updates on what's happening here in the Peens. I do want some of my people to make a conscious decision to visit me here in the Peens. If you get here, listen, we'll get here, we'll hang out a couple of days, and then we'll get on an airplane and we'll go someplace. Pretty much a resort area. And thing here, these airplanes here ain't expensive like in America. You get an airplane here round trip for $60. Shit, you ain't gonna do that in the USA. If I wanted to go to a couple of beaches, might be a 40-minute flight because see a lot of these places, right? A lot of these places, because they're islands. They're not like the United States. Everything is connected. You can get there by land. No, not here. You might have, if some of these places, you have to either get on a boat or get on an airplane. Now they got boats that, you get on a boat, it might take you, on the airplane it might take you 45 minutes. If you decide, well, I just want to catch the boat, a ship. You know, that's convenient. You know, that is designed, you know, to accommodate you with all the anemone that you need, like on a cruise ship or something. That might take 12 to 16 hours. So me, since I don't got that kind of patience, I get on an airplane, man. Shit, fuck it. If the plane crash, it just crash. Fuck it. I'm not afraid they go to plane crashing. Not like that. Because it's more convenient to get on that plane and get there fast than driving. That's why I can't understand why people be driving all over the goddamn place, especially in the United States. You got people driving saying, why don't you just get on a motherfucking plane? The plane is safer, number one. It's safer. Planes are safer than drive. If you had to drive from the United States, let's say you're going to Miami, your chance of being in an accident in a car is far, far greater than being in an accident on a dang on plane. I mean, like, it ain't even funny. Because the longer you're in the car, the more you are exposed to accidents. You get on a plane, be in Miami, in goddamn Atlanta, in an hour and a half. So you're only exposed to an accident, a plane wreck, for an hour and a half. If you try driving to Atlanta, shit, that's gonna take you at least, hell, at least 18 hours, I imagine. At least 15. But I want some of my people to visit me here in the Philippines. You're gonna have, like I said, we're gonna get on the plane. We're gonna go to the resort area. You're gonna experience some culture differences. You know, the food is always an issue. The local culture, and you have shopping opportunities and everything. Relax your mind. You know, new experiences. Hey, what? Who can afford to turn down that opportunity? But anyway, let me get my black ass out of here. I've been sleeping all day. Like I said, it's almost 10 o'clock. Now it's time for me to get a little bit more of that good stuff. And I got an excuse. I'm jet lagged. Now tomorrow I might actually go outside. Sit out there, breathe some of the good air out there and stuff. You know, when the Uber, we call it Uber in the United States, they call it Grab here, same thing. In the United States, it's Uber. Here they call it Grab. Difference is, you know, like when I was in Mexico, I used to order Ubers, you know, from time to time, not that much, but I would get an Uber every now and then. They got them little teeny piece of shit cars, man. Over here, you getting a goddamn mid-sized SUV that can haul up to 6 people. And the price over here for an Uber make you shake your head, it's so goddamn cheap. I mean, we talking about getting in the Uber, like from here to the airport. In actual distance, it might be 10 to 12 miles. But because of the traffic, it takes a lot longer, right? And the good old pings. Goddamn. The guy come pick you up, take you to the airport and charge you like $7. In the United States, this motherfucker be talking $30. I shit you not. If you get an Uber over here from my house to the airport, and the guy said 800 pesos, Okay, 800. Let's just say like my Uber cost today was like 650 pesos. That's really it it took a while because it was rush hour. It was kind of like rush hour. It wasn't really. It was like 9 o'clock in the morning. But this is the Philippines. This city there are more than 17 million people in this complex, this Metro Manila, the Metro Manila complex. So, of course, there's always traffic and shit. But the cost was 650 pesos. Folks, it took about 25, 30 minutes. Folks, that's like $11. In the U.S., you'll be talking 35 or 40 fucking dollars for that ride. These rides are so goddamn cheap. And I'm talking Uber, and these guys, I ain't talking about these guys don't show up in no raggedy ass 20-year-old cars, man. They show up in brand new fucking Toyota, because most of them ride in Toyotas. Some of them, you can order a 4-seater to seat 4 people, or you can order an Uber to seat 6 people. Now, that will include the driver, so the driver's one of those, like you order one for 6 people. If you order one for 4 people, then you're only talking like 3 people, really, because the driver's included. Okay. And if it's 6, you're actually talking 5. We're talking brand new goddamn vehicles. So you get a ride, you get a 35-minute ride from here to the airport in a brand new vehicle, nice cold AC, for $12, $13. In New York City, you're talking $40. In Mexico, when I was in Mexico, Uber in Mexico was relatively cheap too compared to the United States. But they showing up in these little piece of shit cars. They showing up in these little piece of shit cars. Not here. Not here. When you order Uber, you got the choice to get a 4-seater or a 6-seater. If you get a 6-seater, you're getting a mid-size SUV. You can also order a van. Let's just say your party consists of 8 people. They got you covered. Let's say you come from the U.S., right? Or wherever you come from. And there's 6 of y'all. There's 6 or maybe 8 of y'all. You, your wife, and maybe your mother-in-law, maybe 3 kids. So that would be like 6 people. You can order goddamn. You can order they call it like a van capable of seating 10. Yeah, it's a little bit more, but it ain't that much more. If I would order one of those to come here, it probably would have cost me $15 as opposed to. I mean, I paid $11 to get him. If I would order one of those, it probably would have cost me like $25. Probably cost me $25. Who's complaining? Who's complaining? God damn, this video already 30 minutes long. Let me get my black ass out of here. I'm sitting up here looking at some videos and shit. I just ate me some chicken wings and some salad. I'm getting in shape, folks. I'm getting in shape. God damn, what happened to my shit? Believe it or not, big boy fella is getting in shape. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm gonna wake up I probably wake up, because them girls gonna be out there tomorrow on that basketball court shaking them tails, getting in them aerobics. I might well go out there and see what's up. It'll be about 30 of them. I go out there and kind of see what's happening. They'll be out there for about an hour doing them aerobics and shit. And they start like 6 a.m., so I'm gonna have to get up and go out there. I probably won't get up at 6, but I'll probably get up about 6:45 and go out there. I don't really have to go outside. I can just go on the balcony and get an idea. Anyway, y'all tell everybody y'all know I say hello. See you down the road. Y'all be good now. You're here. Yeah.